The Cuban authorities have prevented the country's most prominent opposition leader, Yunior Garcia, from leaving his home in Havana for a solo protest. The operation came the day before marches planned across the country to demand greater freedoms and the release of political prisoners, a protest the government has declared illegal. Garcia said that every Cuban should have the right to demonstrate peacefully.
I think that is my greatest aspiration, that every Cuban knows they have power, a lot of power, that a single citizen can make a system tremble.
The Cuban government has organised a number of counter-demonstrations and last week called hundreds of foreign diplomats to a meeting to accuse the United States of being behind the protest. Washington's representatives in Havana were not invited. And this video aired on state television accuses Yunior Garcia of working with the US authorities and anti-Cuban organisations, claims he strongly denies. The planned marches on Monday coincide with Cuba reopening its doors to foreign tourism, closed for 20 months because of the COVID-19 pandemic. Restaurant owner Carlos MARQUEZ says the return of tourism will help the country's battered economy. He called the opposition demonstration a distraction.
I'm sure it won't happen. Sure. From the moment they started planning it, it was a crazy idea.
Tens of thousands of Cubans think otherwise. They belong to Archipelago, a movement organised on social media. It grew out of protests in July, which took the authorities by surprise due to their size and spontaneity. Hundreds were arrested. Growing dissent is being expressed in other ways too. This video by musician Roberto Carcases is called "No One Can Stop Me." Actor Daniel TRIANA fears the authorities will be better prepared to repel Monday's planned marches, and the threat of violence will keep many away. Although he said even if the protest is suppressed, the opposition movement will keep growing.
For the first time in nearly all the provinces in the country, the people have come together to cry for freedom. That's historic. Symbolically, it marks the beginning of the end.
It's a prediction made prematurely many times since Fidel Castro came to power in 1959. The difference this time is the protesters are staying in Cuba to fight for change, rather than leaving. And that's a challenge the Cuban authorities are struggling to deal with. Daniel Schweimler, Al Jazeera.